It's time to finally check out my first SCP explain video, in a sense. My first SCP focused like monster video, right? And this is, I guess, this is from a different channel than you guys have recommended, because it's a different style. It's like I wanted like animations and more visuals to kind of explain what was, being shown about this SCP. So we're going to go with the SCP-173 new revised entry SCP animation by Dr. Bob. W. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys want me, which SCP you want me guys to react to next. Yeah, man. I'm down with animations, man.
But all three of them look jumpy and hesitant to move forward.
I need a visual explanation.
An SCP Foundation guard walking behind them gives one.
Why do you need to be black? No, bro, I think that's messed up. Why he need to be black?
Give them a push forward with the barrel of his gun, and they continue stepping towards the cell door. All three of them nervously stare at the heavy locked metal door. Behind it, the sound of stone scraping against metal can be heard coming from inside.
What?
A second guard standing next to the door asks the three if they are ready. They don't answer, and the guard starts to laugh.
Why are you laughing, bro?
They never are.
They never are. Hey, yo.
Special containment procedures are beginning now. You know the rules. 2, maintain eye contact at all times while the other cleans. If you have to blink, do it one eye at a time. And announce before you close.
If you have to blink, do it one eye at a time? How the f—
even one eye so everyone knows. The guard turns and starts to enter a code into the keypad next to the door. Each of the D classes take a couple hard, last blinks, taking the last opportunity they have to shut both of their eyes at the same time before they
Why the
begin.
blinks?
With a loud hiss, the sealed chamber door unseals. All right, eyes up, the guard commands. The door opens to reveal a small, dimly lit chamber. There are no furnishings.
I think the 173 kind of look like a— is that a puddle of blood?
Brown substance.
Ew, bro. This SCP is out here shitting on the walls. This SCP out here fucking doodling on the walls, man.
Stories and rumors about the thing that has given them nightmares ever since they learned that they would have to enter its containment chamber.
Ew, what the fuck is that thing? Ew.
SCP-173, or as most of the staff in the SCP Foundation call it, the sculpture.
The sculpture?
It looks so unassuming in person. Just a crude concrete figure with a stupid-looking spray-painted face.
Ew, bro. What?
Face standing motionless in the corner. The 3D classes get another push from the guard behind them, and they enter the chamber.
So I guess you always have to look at it, huh?
SCP-173 assume their position in the middle of the room, their eyes locked on the sculpture as the other starts cleaning the foul substance off the floor and walls. It smells terrible, like a mix of old blood and human waste.
Oh, it is shit. Wait, it's actually shit? Who was shitting on here?
The two
so I guess everybody doesn't have to look at it, as long as it always has eyes on it, I guess?
Trying to watch 173 pay no attention to the one cleaning, though. They follow protocol to a T, maintaining their vigil and announcing each time they are going to blink, even if it is only one eye.
Oh, I see.
The third one continues cleaning, trying his best to keep his own eyes locked on the sculpture as he attempts to mock
he does.
without getting too close.
He does have to look at it.
D5933 does his job and doesn't break eye contact with SCP-173. Even though it hasn't moved, he can feel the presence of the sculpture, something within it, just waiting for him to slip up, to let his eyes avert for just one split second. They say that's all it takes. You stop looking for even an instant, and it's all over.
What do you mean?
With all of the fear coursing through his veins, it is hard to maintain focus. All he can think about is how dry his eyes feel, and blinking them one at a time never seems to be enough. He wants so badly to shut his eyes, to end their itchy, dry feeling. But he can't. Even with another watcher, it's too risky. There's suddenly a loud crack.
Oh, fuck!
5933 doesn't move his eyes away from 173.
What do you mean? Why is there a crack?
You can see in his periphery that the other D-class dropped his broom and instinctively looked down at it. Luckily for him, there were others watching.
Whoa!
D5933 shifts in place, taking a step back and bumps into something.
Whoa!
He can't look at what it is, but he reaches behind him and feels that it's the other D-class watcher.
Okay, it's other.
But wait a minute. Why is he facing the other way? What are you doing? What's going on? He asks, his eyes never leaving SCP-173.
Why is he looking the wrong way, bro?
What are you talking about? The other D-class asks back. You're facing the wrong way. I'm facing the wrong way, you're facing the wrong way. We're supposed
There's multiple in here. Wait. How do we
to
not
be
know there's
watching
multiple?
173. What are you looking at? I am looking at 173. What are you looking at? D5933 doesn't know what's going on and starts to panic.
Oh,
The
hell
one
no,
cleaner is
bruh.
focused on his task, trying as hard as he can to quickly mop up an especially dirty corner of the cell. It's the worst sound D5933 could have heard. Achoo!
Oh,
Seems
no.
just inches behind his head, followed by the sound of bones being cracked, a scream that was cut off too short, and then a sick thud as a body dropped to the floor.
Black man had to die first. What the fuck? Wait, so if he's already watching 173, so there's multiple 173s?
D5933 doesn't even have a chance to scream before a
What?
pair of concrete hands grab his neck, and his own head is twisted around to see another identical-looking sculpture staring back at him.
Damn!
Ladies and gentlemen of the O5 Council,
What the fuck? Well, you didn't tell me there's multiple.
we have a problem. A senior researcher is giving
Maybe
a
they didn't
presentation
know.
to a group who remain largely in the shadows, obscuring both their identities as well as their reactions to his horrendous news. SCP-173, through means which we have not yet been
Oh
able to
fuck!
determine,
It's multiplied. Ah shit!
there's no reaction from any of the 13 figures seated around the large curved table. The researcher in charge of SCP-173 waits for a response, anything at all. But after receiving none, he clears his throat and continues. We gave each
They
of
don't
the new
care?
instances their own designation, SCP-173-1 and SCP-173-2. Two of the D-Class on observation duty during their regular cleaning of 173.
But the dude with the mop surely died though. I mean, right? Right? The dude with the mop definitely died.
Cell were killed.
All three of
The
them
third
had
was
to.
able to keep them both in his line of sight until they could be recontained and moved into separate cells.
Oh, okay.
Again,
Whoa.
no reaction from the shadows. But as you know, this wasn't the end of it. At some point, the instances of SCP-173 multiplied again.
Oh,
each splitting
fuck.
to form yet another instance. SCP-173-1 through 4 are all contained separately, but we don't know if or when another split will occur. The senior researcher waits, but no one on the O5 Council speaks or moves until the one seated in the very middle slides a piece of paper across the table in front of him. The senior researcher looks confused. He looks to the mobile task force guard stationed near the door, but he too remains expressionless, eyes locked straight ahead. The researcher, unsure of what else to do, steps away from the lectern and walks towards the table. He picks up the piece of paper and reads it. Object class, upgrade from Euclid to Keter. Orders, continue observation.
Oh,
The senior
damn. It's up to
researcher nods in
Keter
agreement,
now?
thanks the
Okay.
O5 Council for their time, and leaves the room. Lights flash and siren blare in the halls of Site 19. It's a containment breach. Facility staff, researchers, and
What?
site guards all run down the hall, screaming, trying desperately to get away. There's no hope for any of them, though. In a flash, SCP-173 instances appear
What?
behind them, snapping their necks and dropping them to
Oh
the floor
my
before moving on to the next.
god.
There must be dozens of them. Even as a guard tries to keep their eyes on one instance, preventing it from moving, another appears behind them. The staff of
Damn.
Site 19 flee for their lives, screaming for someone, anyone to help them. The senior researcher presses pause on the video. The terrified face of the senior researcher who gave the last presentation is frozen on the screen. An instance of SCP-173 is directly behind them, its hands wrapped around his neck in the split second before his life was snuffed out. The new researcher
Damn.
giving the presentation looks considerably more frazzled than his predecessor. He explains to the O5 Council that following this horrific containment breach at Site 19, at least 61 instances of
61?
SCP-173 are now unaccounted for. It is still unknown how they are replicating, but worryingly, there is evidence that the process may be speeding up. He presses play on a new clip from the security footage, which shows what appears to be multiple instances of 173 working in tandem, some using their bodies to block exits.
What do
others
you
creating
mean?
a facility
Oh,
corridor.
hell
We
no.
have theorized that SCP-173, as we are now referring to the collective instances, may possess a form of hive intelligence. It also appears that this intelligence scales with the number of instances that are nearby. This allowed them to implement tactics that thwarted our containment efforts, as they used instances to block our containment teams from being able to pursue others. What you have in front of you is a proposal for revised special containment procedures. What I recommend may sound drastic, but it's what I truly believe is the only way to contain this threat. Each of the O5 Council members picks up the folder in front of them, bringing it into the shadows that obscure them. What I propose is that SCP-173 instances no longer be kept in containment cells, but instead placed inside of form-fitting metal containers. We can then use SCP-120 to transport the instances to the Foundation site on the lunar surface.
Oh,
The facility
fuck.
will have to be abandoned, of course. It's too risky to maintain a presence there, but
That is such a crazy way to deal with the situation, bro.
each of the instances will be fitted with a tracking collar to ensure that we will be able to detect if any of them are somehow able to escape.
How the fuck you gonna get that on him?
Researcher waits. After a time, a paper is once again slid across the table. He approaches and picks it up. He sees that it is the same folder containing the revised Special Containment Procedures proposal. He opens it to find that it has been
Revised Special Containment Procedures.
stamped.
Okay, approved.
Breaking news flashes across the screen.
Oh my
The
god, no
worried-looking reporter
way.
appears as though she didn't have time to do her hair or makeup before rushing on air to deliver this special report. She explains that civilian deaths across North America are
Oh,
now estimated
no.
to be more than 500,000 people in
500,000?
the last 48 hours, as these still unidentified creatures continue their deadly rampage across the continents. It is unknown how many of them there may be, but the number of sightings has led some to estimate that there may be hundreds, if not thousands, or even tens of thousands of these living, neck-snapping sculptures. The reporter explains that rumors are circulating that the creature can be stopped by maintaining eye contact with it, but that this has yet to be confirmed. There is still no official word from the White House or from any members of Congress, and their current location and status are unknown, following reports that most of Washington, D.C. was overrun by the creatures earlier that day.
Damn, bro.
Stop speaking, and a terror.
I mean, I guess this kind of went back to one of the questions where I was like, yo, I mean, do entire like countries, or I guess from an SCP standpoint, all of them shits is gonna wipe out countries. I don't think the Foundation could do shit. I mean, the Foundation, I guess, could wipe the. Like, I don't know if it'll kill it
Terrified
though.
look comes over her face. Her eyes locked on something just off screen. The camera pans over to
Ah, hell nah.
SCP-173 standing over a dead cameraman. There's a scream, and the camera goes back to the reporter.
Damn!
Who now lies dead on her desk, her head twisted 180 degrees, before there's another sound of bones breaking and the feet goes down.
Damn! I'm not gonna lie. I think I like this style of video of SCP explanations more. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't really go into like the technical, but you get. At least I got most of the information. I feel like maybe there's more to
A
it,
woman
but,
in an SCP
like lore.
researcher coat sits at a computer terminal in a secure bunker, a large, jeweled medallion around her neck. Personal log of Dr. Bright. From the little news I've been able to gather, it sounds like SCP-173 has besieged and destroyed 4 Foundation facilities pretty much simultaneously in the last 24
Oh my
hours.
god!
Each instance shows the same strength as the original, and thousands of them working together are capable of ripping open concrete bunkers and compromising foot-thick steel doors. I alone have been killed 37 times in the last week. They can smell me.
Oh,
somehow,
they got this
regardless
stuff.
of
What the
enemy I
fuck?
meet. The majority decision of the remaining O5s is that this is an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario unfolding, and they're gonna deal with the problem, or else the Russians are. They're evacuating this base, which means there won't be a single Foundation scientist anywhere in the new world.
I want to know, like, I guess how is it just gonna like run? Maybe it's gonna run on like the ocean floor and then like climb up out of the water to get to other countries and shit. I guess to other continents, right? It's not like running on water or shit or flying. Like,
They say they're going to try to evacuate the surviving civilians, but I doubt it. There can't be more than a couple hundred people in all of North America anyway. I managed to make it down to a secure bunker, but who knows how long it will be until they're able to get in. I don't think there's any chance I can get out either. I'm running out of food, and I'm not sure which will get me first. Hunger, the sculptures, or what I know the O5s will inevitably do.
is Nuke that
Dr. Bright
bitch?
closes the computer terminal
Is
and
Nuke that
sits back
bitch?
in her chair. She looks up at the ceiling of the bunker where the sound of concrete scratching against metal can be heard through the thick walls.
Oh my god!
A sullen and tired-looking researcher steps out of a room in the makeshift Foundation site that has been established just outside of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. He's holding a piece of paper and closes the door behind him, which has had O5 Council authorized entry only hastily painted on the outside. A small group of Foundation staff are waiting for him. They've gathered to hear what the overseers have decided to do in the face of this world-ending disaster. The researcher looks around at his colleagues' faces, and as they make eye contact, any hope they had is quickly replaced by the bad news they know is coming. He begins to read. Revised Special Containment Procedures. Containment Zone X1, formerly North and South America, is to be denied access.
Damn.
Nuclear bombing. The number of
Damn.
SCP-173 instances has
been reduced.
All available Foundation resources are to be redirected to monitoring the ocean to ensure the integrity of containment.
Yeah,
X1.
X1. Yeah. Okay.
Adjuncts from national navies are to perform around-the-clock patrols and sonar sweeps. Detected instances are to be contained and removed to SCP-120 for transport to the lunar containment site. That's it? One of the staff members asks.
How are they going to go about that? Now I think about it. I want to see how they go about, like, I guess, containing the ones that are, like, in the water and shit.
That's it, the researcher replies. Several of those present begin to cry. There's nothing more they can do. Their homes, their friends, their families, all of them are gone. Killed either by the neck-wrenching sculptures or in the heat of a nuclear blast.
Yeah.
Why? Why did they have to do it? One of the other staff, who appears to be a former site guard, asks. That's all we could do, another argues. There's much disagreement in the small crowd. No matter how they feel, though, this was the official order from the O5 Council. Their word is law, especially in a world where all law and order outside of the Foundation has broken down. There really was no other option. All they can do now is hope that the sacrifice of 2 whole continents was enough to keep it contained, that SCP-173 is unable to cross the ocean to Europe, and that they remain safe on this side of the planet. The group grows quiet, mourning the loss of the world they once knew, when the silence is suddenly interrupted by someone running down the hall. It's another researcher, carrying his own piece of paper. He tries to push past the group towards the O5 Council's door, insisting that they let him through, that he has important news that can't wait. What is it? Demands the group. We deserve to know.
Oh, shit.
The group wrestles the paper away from the junior researcher, and it is passed through the group to the same man who read the revised special containment procedures. He quickly reads the report. It's just a couple of lines, and his face goes white. What is it? What does it say? Comes a question from the crowd. A message from the North Atlantic Navy General.
Navy General? Oh, fuck. What is he about? They got overrun?
Verified sighting of SCP-173
in the United Kingdom. Oh, shit.
Nuclear
How
bombardment
they
authorized
miss
and
it?
executed.
Oh, fuck.
SCP.
They did. They didn't waste no time. I feel like it just said verified sighting of SCP. Maybe it was multiple. Maybe it was just one. But it seemed like they just didn't take no chances. They'll straight up just nuke the fuck out of UK.
Authorized and executed. No survivors. SCP-173 has come for them.
Damn.
I hope you enjoyed this special exploration of the SCP Foundation tale SCP-173 revised entry. If you liked this, then be sure to watch the first SCP, SCP-001, the prototype. Let me know in the comments.
Damn, bro. This is dope, bro. This is really dope. I wonder if does he have like other
2 massive creatures are locked in a.
Oh, he does. The animations for all of them? Oh, top 15 Catter SCPs. That was 4 months ago. Top 15 insanely evil SCP compilation. Damn. Okay, so there's a lot of little animations and stuff going on. Oh yeah, a lot of them. Oh yeah. Hold on, man. Damn. Let me know down in the comment section if I should check out some more of these SCP animations to get like a better understanding of, I guess, certain SCPs and stuff. That would be dope, man. Also, let me know which ones I should check out next. And yeah.